Good morning, sports fans. This is George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service. And this morning, boys and girls, we are going to tie a yellow Sally. This is tied on a number 10 Sprite 1100 hook. Excuse me. So, mount the hook. I'm using Danville Flymaster 140 denier in yellow. Gonna get tied in here about an eye width back from the eye. Roll my thread in. Excuse me. So this particular fly has an egg sac on the back of it. The egg sac on the stonefly, on this stonefly, is red. So I'm going to use red floss to suggest the egg sac. This is Danville single strand red floss. Now, in order to keep things smooth, I tie my floss in up at my original tying point and bring my thread back to where I want the egg sac to start. And I bring it back up to the top of the curve in the shank. Give the floss a twist. And then I bring it up the shank. So I'm covering the whole shank with red floss. And I'm going to do the same thing with yellow floss, because that's the body. And this yellow floss is Uniflex, or Unifloss. It's a uni product. I'm going to tie it in about the same place that I tied the red floss in. Use a pinch wrap. Make sure you get that captured good. Roll it back down to where I want the body to start. Then I bring it up the shank. And that gives me a nice smooth body with a red egg sac. Now I'm going to build a base for my wing. And I'm going to throw a couple of half hitches in there. That aids in the structure of the fly, helps to reinforce it. I'm using This is deer body hair from a white-tailed deer, and this is a winter coat. You want to select a clump that's not real heavy, you know, kind of like the wing on a hair wing caddis. It's not real heavy. Put it in my hair stacker, my little hair stacker. That's me tapping my hair stacker. Tapping my hair stacker. See, my tips are nice and even. I'm going to gauge the hair against the body. The wings on a yellow Sally or any other stonefly are just a little longer than the rest of the body. And this one is going to sit kind of hooked down in the water because the little egg sac, she's laying her eggs. Just like on a hair wing caddis, you're going to take one wrap of thread around the hair before you tie it in, and that helps keep the clump from fraying out too much. Okay. Now you still have a hold of the hair. Just hold it up. Run your thread back behind. Keep a hold of the hair. You want to put a couple of wraps around that hair to kind of keep it from flaring out too much. I don't think that's going to be enough. Excuse me. So this was white, and I dyed it with yellow food coloring. You want to select, this is off a saddle. You want to select a feather that the barbs are a little smaller than the gap. And that one's too big. I got my little gapper here. Yep, that'll get it. Just peel some fibers back to expose the stem. Tie that in at a 45-degree angle to the shank. Then I roll my hook back in the vise so that I got a nice level surface to turn my hackle on. You see how I'm pulling those fibers back so that they're out of the way of the next wrap. Sometimes you have to adjust the position of your hackle pliers. I take 3 wraps to secure that hackle before I snip the stem, and pull back. I wet my fingers and I pull back to hold the hackle out of the way in lieu of a hackle guard, because I don't have a hackle guard. Never had to use one before. They sure look nifty. Then I use a 5 and 3 whip finish. Got a couple of stray ones up here. A little dab of head cement on there. And there you have it. The CT Yellow Sally. Now when this hits the water, between the hackle and the wing, the water line is going to end up being where the fly sits like this in the water, between the hackle and the wing. So this part here is going to be underwater, this part right here. So there you have it. If you found this video, this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. This and other tutorials are available also on the Custom Tied Virtual Fly Shop's website at www.custom-tied.com. Have a splash, don't forget the dash. And you can also find it on Facebook by searching Custom Tire, TYER 02. So, thank you very much for joining us for the Yellow Sally. Happy tying.